It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll... At the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Hal. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. It's Howe with another throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. As they run the counter play. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Howe back to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Howe throwing on 1st down here. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and a long way to go. Powell to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. from the 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Howell.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Rolling to his right.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's 2nd and 10. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on the quarterback, and he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier. They feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Howell.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Second down. Howell now. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Off-play action. It's Howell.
He's got a man. Complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah,
he's got it at the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the way going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now 3rd and 12. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howell. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. An 8-yard return there after the punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance. Situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now it's the backup Watson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as they get this up to about the 42. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Watson on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
On first down, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter This would be their third straight defeat. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. First down, Howell to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Watson looks to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
And it's intercepted. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces.